Hi guys, William Morris here, and today I just wanted to take a look at another Spitfire Labs product. This one is the Music Box. So the Music Box is contained all within one patch, and there is a single articulation, which is a regular hit style. There are 4 mic positions included, and each one of these can be set with a slider or turned off completely using the little RAM switches here. As you can see down the bottom here, the Music Box has actually been placed across the entire key range, but only obviously sampled, I think, in its natural range. So if we go into the mapping editor here, you can see that it kind of starts around here and sort of finishes there. So the rest of these, I guess they're kind of more for sort of sound design purposes, because you wouldn't really use them outside of that. For the purposes of this demo as well, I'm just going to be playing in the sort of natural Music Box range, which is obviously quite high up here. Okay, so let's go back to the main instrument and take a listen to the default mic setup, which is this S one here. I'm not actually sure what the different mic positions stand for, but obviously, as always, just use your ears and pick whatever you like. Okay, so here's the first one. And let's just load up this first one, C. So a much more closer sort of metallic sound on the C one. Let's take a listen to P. S we've already done, so let's go on to M. So that's briefly the different mic positions there, and obviously you can choose your own blends just by kind of mixing between them. So I'm going to do a bit of S, a little bit of this closer metallic one, maybe a tiny bit of the more distant one there, and let's just do them all, mix that one in as well, about there, and see what we get. So a really nice kind of soft Music Box tone there. There's a very narrow dynamic range set, obviously for a Music Box, because it's just a single sort of hit and it doesn't have a lot of scope for changing in dynamic. As I mentioned earlier, you can also play this out of range. It's been mapped all the way down to the bottom basically, and all the way to the top. So I'll just give you a quick idea of what it sounds like a bit lower down. So still really usable in that range, although obviously not as musical box sounding as you would expect. There's also some very, very low down hits that I guess would just be sound design based. I'll just finish off with giving you an idea of the round robins that you can achieve. So as you can hear, really natural. I believe there's 5 in there, so that kind of helps combat that sort of machine gun effect. But obviously the dynamic range is very limited just because of the type of instrument that it is. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any more of the labs videos or any other sample libraries you want me to take a look at, just let me know in the comments.